Back again. Another episode of A Muslim and an Atheist Break Bread. Joined by special guest Caleb once again. What you saying, Lucas?
Good.
Yeah. So this video has been requested more than once. I don't know who this is. So we'll find out basically. But I just like the question anyway. What is God? It doesn't premise who is God, it's what is God. So I'm interested to see what my man's saying. Any thoughts? What is God?
Yeah, let's watch the video, man.
Want to jump straight in?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
The soul is sacred for people. The body is filthy. How is it possible? Yes? That's what we've been doing, isn't it so? Saying God is sacred, creation is filthy. How is it possible? The very thought of God occurred to you only because you saw creation, isn't it? When you were born and you opened your eyes, you looked around, so much creation. Before you came here, so much has happened. Obviously, you did not create it. So you thought, there must be a creator. This is how you come to the creator, isn't it? The moment you thought there must be a creator, because you're in a human form, you thought it must be a big man. A small man like me cannot do all this. It must be a big man. Just 2 hands, how can it do so much creation? Must be 8 hands. Isn't it? Isn't it so? If you were a buffalo, you would be really thinking, God is a huge buffalo. Isn't it so? Yes or no? You go and ask a buffalo and see. A buffalo will insist, God is a huge buffalo, maybe 4 horns. You know Idi Amin? You heard of Idi Amin? The Uganda man? Idi Amin declared, God is black. I agree with him. If a white man can have a white God, why can't a black man have a black God? But both those people are confused. We know God is brown. Because he visited us, you know. Some time ago, I was talking to a group of people in Nashville in Tennessee, and I was telling them a joke. In the joke, I just referred to God as Him. Immediately a few ladies stood up. Do you believe God is a man? I knew where it's going. I said, See, I'm only telling you a joke. It doesn't matter. You said him, do you believe God is a man? They take the jokes very seriously. Now women are arguing, God could be a woman. Such problems exist only in those cultures. In India, we have man God, we have woman God, we have cow God, we have monkey God, we have everything. Every kind, crawling one, creeping one, flying one. Because we foresaw all the problems of the future. See, when man was the most powerful force on the planet, man was naturally God. Now women are also gaining in their power, so women are questioning, why can't it be a woman? So tomorrow suppose dogs gain lot of power which they're gaining, so dogs will ask, why not a dog god? Actually the spelling also is close, you know. He seemed to be closer than you, isn't it? So your idea of God is just an exaggerated version of yourself, isn't it? Your idea of God is just an exaggerated version of yourself. See, you are still not able to define yourself, isn't it? Whatever definition you put on yourself is not correct. Any kind of definition you put on you, it is not enough to describe this one. When this small piece of creation is like this, the source of creation, how are you going to put a definition on it? You cannot define it, you cannot understand it, you can only dissolve into it. You can experience it, you can never know it, you can't make knowledge out of it. Whatever knowledge you have about God is just pure nonsense, cultural nonsense. Depending upon which kind of culture you are in, that kind of God you have, isn't it? It can only be experienced. Experience does not mean you can eat it or you can grasp it. No, you can experience only by dissolving in it. There is no other way. So, we are just looking for methods of dissolution so that we can experience something far bigger than ourselves.
Short and sweet.
That sounded like a comedy channel.
And I don't know why they put that sound, like the laughing soundtrack on it, because it was quite funny though. But yeah, it wasn't like comical, but he brought humour to what he was saying, which is good. Good speaker. I might watch some longer videos of this guy. What is it? Sadhguru. What do you think?
I've heard lots of him, seen him before, seen him around, and yeah, I think being able to sail down the middle is a unique skill in it, so he doesn't mash anybody's toes with what he says. So yeah, it's a skill that he's got. We can find a way down the middle. That extreme view, that less extreme view.
Do you think his was a less extreme view then, or do you think what he said made sense? Like, what is God? Basically, he was saying, like, what is
it's
God?
It's an extension of yourself. You go in it, effectively.
Exactly. So, you know, a white man's going to have a white God, a black man's going to have a black God, a brown man's going to have a brown God. You know, that's the way people are going to view their gods. If it's creation, you view creation because you came into this world and seen things, so you thought, oh, everything must have been created. But his premise was that you can't really, no one knows what God is in it. So for you to say, it's black, brown, him, her, it's just going to be wrong, flat out, completely wrong. What do you think, Caleb? Do you think God's a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think, what is God? I don't think that should be a question, because we're not on that level to describe him.
Okay, so why do you think he's a man then?
I don't know. I'm not.
You can't describe him.
Yeah. So I don't know. He could be a man, could be a woman. I haven't
Watch
seen him.
when you're touching the mic.
I haven't seen him. I don't know. So.
I thought, again, like I said to you, it makes sense, and it, like, we as people do have egos, and I do think a lot of religion and God is just born from exactly that. And he made a good point, you know, like, when men were in control, you never heard it before, like, women wouldn't even say, God's a woman. But as soon as women started to gain more power, it's like, well, actually, no, God could be a woman. So it's definitely a very interesting point. Personally, as I said, not subscribing to the fact that there is a God, in essence. If there was a God, why would it be anything? Why would there be any personification in what that power is? There wouldn't be. But I guess as people, we have to rationalise it, and that's what we do best. We make things relatable to ourselves, So you're gonna say God is black or God is white, God is man, woman, because it just makes more sense.
Isn't it, again, an example like with carvings? When people carve things, they tend to carve their own culture in. So the Indian Buddhas and carvings look Indian, and the Chinese ones look Chinese for the same exact.
Therefore. Alright then, well, that was Sadhguru. What is God? I would like to know, is there a God? Not what is God. So, that's us. Caleb, you're gonna sum up?
Like, share, and subscribe. Share, comment what you want us to talk about next. What else?
That's it. We out. We out. Peace.
That's what you wanted me to do in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.